have just so much to tell you and so much to do this week, and I am just so happy at this very moment in time. I've just been thinking about it because today it just feels like winter is coming to a close with my little like snowman bookmark in the Magic Mountain that I'm still reading and still loving, but today really feels like winter's coming to a close. It is so warm. Everyone, like yesterday was the weekend and I went out and it seems like everyone was outside, which is just nice because everyone's finally like coming out of their hibernation. I've just been having so many emotions with some news I've received having to do with grad school and stuff, and I've just really appreciated my time here. I think I've honestly had the best winter that I've had since probably some like charmed nostalgic childhood winter that I spent in the snow growing up, like going to bogganing with my friends all the time, and like just all of that like really pure nostalgic childhood winter Christmas season. I think like living here, this is the closest I've ever gotten to replicating that, and I think I've just had like one of the best winters where I felt like myself again. I'm just so happy. Guys, I love where I live. If you're new here, I just moved from the big city to a much smaller community in the fall, and it's just been like so good. And this winter I just really leaned in, I think, to, I mean I always have because I've always loved winter. It's like my favorite season, but this year I really like just put everything I kind of had into it. Obviously aside from skating and almost breaking my ribs, which rib update, they're much better. I did go get an x-ray just in case, but they're not fractured, I don't think. Like obviously there's some fractures you can't see on an x-ray, but it's feeling so much better. So it was not broken, I think just really bruised. So I'm very happy about that. Seeing all the winter wildlife around here has been incredible. There's so much wildlife. And today and over the weekend the birds have come back, like all of the singing birds, the spring birds, but it's just been so nice to like go out at night and follow, okay, I'm not like in a safe way, okay, a pack of coyotes, because there's so many coyotes around here, and just being able to like see them so frequently. One ran down the street the other day, which like you just feel bad about too, because obviously we're encroaching on all of their territory everywhere where they live, and that's the reason they're getting so close. But just like go for a walk at night and follow a couple coyotes through the neighborhood, see what they're doing at like a safe distance, and the winter birds. And last night I saw a possum when I was out for a walk. I've just been like really emo about it because obviously I'm not gonna be here for very long, and I think that's something I've been feeling for like a really long time. The sadness of having to let go of a place and say goodbye to it when you feel like you're someone who since birth really has just been like ready to settle down, like so ready to settle down, plant roots, have a house, have a farmstead, that kind of thing. That's always been what I've wanted. And so to be falling in love with a place, because like it wasn't hard to say goodbye to Toronto, okay? It was easy. It was so easy. It was the easiest thing in the world to say goodbye to Toronto, but to say goodbye to a place like this, and I love my apartment, I love where I am. It's really got me already feeling emotional, and I've only been here since October. I'm really just trying to just love it as much as I can, but like it already hurts. And I think for someone who, like, I have moved around quite frequently, moving from city to city ever since I like moved out of my parents' house, it's just hard to keep leaving places when you just want to settle down. And when I was little, I used to think like that would be the best thing in the world because I just wanted out of where I lived so badly. I saw it romanticized so much in like books and films, or like just people who blow about from place to place and get to like move around whenever they want. And I was like, oh, that must be so cool. And now I'm like, yeah, but you don't get to plant roots anywhere, and you have to keep saying goodbye to people. And that's something that is really saddening, because even now I'm like, oh, if I'm like starting to make friends and starting to feel connected in the community and starting to like have people recognize me when like I go to certain fitness classes, for example, it's just gonna be like, well, you're gonna have to say goodbye pretty soon, aren't you? I guess it's just a big part of the young adult experience, like continually having to say goodbye until you maybe more traditionally settle down somewhere, I guess. I would stay here longer, but as you guys know, if you've been watching my vlogs, I have been applying to grad school. Of course, all my applications are behind me now, and I've been waiting for some offers, and that's the reason that I won't be sticking around, because I would like to go back to do my master's. I applied only to 2 universities, one in British Columbia and one in Scotland. And I've heard back from one of them. I've been accepted to the University of Edinburgh, which moving to a new country is a very big thing. I'm so anxious. I still don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm still waiting to hear back from the university here in Canada, which I'm just more and more feeling like I don't want to leave Canada. That is my grad school update. I just want to thank you guys for all of the advice that you left me and all of the like good, solid information and opinions, and what it's like for those of you who actually do live in Edinburgh, or if you have lived in Edinburgh. But it's so helpful and so appreciated. It feels like I'm at such a huge crossroads, like maybe the biggest crossroads I've ever been at, I guess, yet in my life, where to go, like way out east or way out west. I don't really know. I do have a little haul for you because I decided to treat myself a little bit. Actually, number one, I decided to treat the cats a little bit. Every time I go out, I just feel like I have to get them something if I'm passing by a pet store. So I got them a bunch of little catnip toys. Kelsper's not the biggest fan of them. He likes one, but I don't have it with me because he's taken it and hid it somewhere. So most of these Grendel has like claimed as his because he really likes the catnip toys. So he loves the little puppets. This one is a little crocodile, or no, alligator. You look like an alligator, actually, sorry. Little pouch full of catnip. And then finally, I got a little froggy head. Does this not, I'm pretty sure it is, right? Is this not Keroppi from Hello Kitty? I'm excited to tell you about my Hello Kitty obsession right now. But yeah, I got them this little froggy head that's also filled with catnip. It smells good. So, yeah, Hello Kitty. Can we talk about Hello Kitty? I've become kind of obsessed with Hello Kitty. I started playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure, which is so fun. It's so fun. So I have never played Animal Crossing ever. When Animal Crossing came out and everyone was like obsessed with it and on it during the pandemic, I was not participating because I was in a bed with a brain injury, just out, you know, I was out. And I couldn't partake in the whole Animal Crossing hype, and so I never really understood it. Now, with Hello Kitty Island Adventure, I fully understand. The game is so freaking cute. It is very similar to Animal Crossing. I've heard a lot of people who've played both actually prefer the Hello Kitty version, that is better, but basically you just have your own island and you are this little creature and you go around like making the resort and the island a better place, and you build your own little cabin, and it's just like it's the cutest thing ever. As a kid, I remember having this one little Hello Kitty doll thing that I think came in like a McDonald's Happy Meal toy, but for some reason, I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure for some reason I wasn't allowed to play with Hello Kitty or have Hello Kitty things as a kid, which I'm kind of like, why was that? But that's something that I do vividly remember. I'm going crazy. Now I'm going crazy because I can, and I'm loving it. And it's like triggered so many memories that I didn't know that I had because my friends used to have Hello Kitty stuff, and so like I knew the characters. For the weekend, I trained down into the city and I went to Chinatown to see if I could scout out any Hello Kitty things. And I did. First of all, I just want to show you this box. Look at how cute this box is. Oh my god. So I got a little Hello Kitty figure. Hello Kitty is like, guys, I can't tell you how much is kind of like currently taking over my life. Okay, I haven't been reading. I've been playing Hello Kitty Adventure Island, and it's like one of those ones. It just makes it so much more fun because you don't know who you're gonna get. Sadly, I got one of the people like I kind of didn't want to get. I got Kuromi, who is in the box. She's not really a favorite of mine. Okay, Kuromi is not a personal favorite. I really like Hello Kitty, and I really like Keroppi, who is the little frog. And also in the game, if I didn't tell you, you can have like, you have a nature preserve that is like run by Keroppi, so you go and like collect all the little animals from around the island and you put them in the sanctuary. It's so fun. Also really like, who do I like? I like Cinema Roll and Pom Pom Purin. I got her. And then I also got a little Hello Kitty pen. I was expecting this to like not be very good quality because it was only like $3. And I just thought it would be not a very good piece of stationery. This pen is so good. I love this pen so much. I'm literally gonna see if I can get more because it writes so fun. And for this one, I did get Cinema Roll. And I love it. I love this pen. I really love this pen, and I'm so sad I only got one. So I'm gonna see if I can find any others because it's so, I don't know, I really like it. I'm very picky about my pens, but I really like this one. Finally, the last Hello Kitty thing that I got, I just wanted to get a little pack of stickers because I thought they were so cute. Is this, I think this is My Melody. Or actually, wait, is this even Hello Kitty? It kind of seems like a knockoff Hello Kitty, but she's cute. I also bought myself one more thing, but it hasn't arrived yet, but I'm so excited about it. Just wanted to like celebrate a little bit because I don't really celebrate by going out to eat at restaurants or anything. So I just wanted to get myself, I just wanted to get the little Emma and me something. Do you know what I mean? At this shop called Good Egg. It's near Kensington Market. It's in Kensington Market, I should say. And I saw it and I was like, this is perfect. It's the Moomins. It's the Moomins. It is Moominland Midwinter, baby. Moominland Midwinter is the only Moomin book I've read, so this just felt really perfect. It's just a cute print of the Moomins in the snow. Man, I love it. Good afternoon. I just came back from the coffee shop, which I was so sad about, and I'm also so cold because I wanted to go and get some work done because I'm currently enrolled in a course at university, which I'll talk about in a second, but my internet has been really just like weirdly spotty for a few days, and then all of last night and today it's just been out completely, so I haven't been able to like log on and do the work. So I thought I would go today, even put a cute outfit on. Okay, I even put a cute outfit on, and I had to keep my parka on the whole time because there weren't any seats inside. So I was determined though. I was determined. I went up to the counter, I ordered an iced coffee, and I was like, okay, let me find a seat. Went through the whole place, no seats. There were only patio seats outside, and to be fair, it's 4 degrees today, so it has warmed up, but my fingers froze. I sat there until my fingers froze and I couldn't type anymore because I just wanted to get something done, and I had already ordered my coffee anyway. Long story short, I only got a little bit of my assignment done before I was like, I can't do this anymore. Yeah, I can do though is film a video. So I'm gonna film a video that doesn't need any internet at all, and then I will update you on my school because I'm back in school. I realized that I never told you about the course that I was taking, and I have fallen really behind in it, which is okay because it's online, it's do at your own pace, but I have fallen quite far behind. I am having such a good time. I have missed doing schoolwork. That is probably the #1 reason why I took it, I'm not gonna lie.
Obviously, I want to learn more. I always want to be a student, honestly. That's kind of a dream of mine. It would be so cool if I was always able to be a student. I'm sick now, so I'm really sorry. I just wanted to make sure that by the time like my master's rolls around, I'm not so out of practice and so out of like research and essay writing and all of that stuff that I scramble a bit to get back into it. I wanted to keep those skills a little bit fresher. So anyway, the course it's so cool. I'm having so much fun. It's not an English lit course at all, and it's so cool. I'm like, man, maybe I went into the wrong degree. Honestly, it's a geography course and it's called the Canadian North, and it's all about Canada and the North and what that means, and going over obviously the different cultures, different peoples who live in the North, from like ecology to environmental issues, politics. It's just so fascinating. It's exactly what I wanted. I also picked this one because I thought it would help me just get a better understanding of like the, for example, geological processes and just the environment and just the North in general, which is a place that I want to visit so badly. It's also a place that if I'm able to, I would really like to bring into some kind of master's thesis in the future. Obviously, part of my undergrad work was on glaciers and all of that stuff, so I was already kind of working with it, but I just want to be able to understand more, get a deeper understanding, do it from a little bit of like an interdisciplinary approach, and this has just been so cool. It's just been so cool, just so fascinating. I've never taken a geography course in university. This is my first one, I believe, and it's just so much more than I thought it would offer. It's exactly what I was looking for, honestly, and it's just so cool. It's so cool. So I actually handed in my first assignment today. One was actually called Northern Perceptions. So it was all about how not only Canadians who live in the South, which is most Canadians, I mean, our population is very, very centered along the southern border, and really diminishes as you go up north. So not only like what Canadians perceive as northern, but of course what other people's thoughts, perceptions are of the North, what they would label as the North. So the first assignment was all about like mapping and comparing different maps of representing the Canadian North. For example, we got to read this text that had so much to do with like just the language of mapping, the art of mapping. Listen to this goes so hard. If you're wondering, this is from Canada and the Idea of North by Cheryl E. Grace. Anyway, she says, noting that maps have always been, like guns and warships, the weapons of imperialism, serving to maintain the territorial status quo, Harley goes on to argue that maps have usually served the powerful in society by silencing or excluding others, and that they will probably continue to do so. The social history of maps, unlike that of literature, art, or music, appears to have few genuinely popular, alternative, or subversive modes of expression. Maps are preeminently a language of power, not of protest. Unit 2 is actually all about the land itself, so mostly the tundra, well, not mostly the tundra, you know, it depends on how you want to define the North, again, but a lot about the tundra. This morning I got to read a piece called The Ecology of Snow. So it was all about snow and how snow really affects and changes and is such a major piece in the ecosystem of the North. I'm having such a good time with it, and okay, this is actually a really long chapter, dang. Do you see all that? Dream in the future would be to have work or some kind of a career that lets me either work in the North, work really closely with the North. I'm definitely not the kind of person that would be happy in one role or one job for the rest of my life. There's so many things I want to try. There's so many things I want to do. I literally have a law degree program bookmarked that is all about polar law. Seriously thought pretty in depth about going to law school instead of going for an MA. I would really, really enjoy going into polar law. This one's actually offered at a university in Iceland. Wish I had enough time and youth and finance to have like a degree in everything. I think, well, do I want to touch math? Anyway, let's study.
welcome to another sunny day. I want to talk about books today. I want to talk about books. I have a lot of reading to, oh my god, I'm so far behind on some reading. It's not even funny. But I just finished The Shining yesterday or a couple days ago. No, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, and I got my Shining vlog up, so I'm really happy about that. But I have some reading updates, and I also have one book that I've acquired from a book box that I'm really excited to show you. Number one, the book that I found in the book box. I have heard of this before, but then Carolyn recently read it and she loved it. So when I saw it, I just was like, okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take a chance on it. She said it was so good, and that is I Who Have Never Known Men. Who's this by? By Jacqueline Hartman. This looks cool. Okay, so this is the cover. Very interesting, very eye-catching, but she said this is a dystopian, just like deserves to be up there with 1984 and all the rest of them. From what I know, I think this is about a group of women. I don't know how many of them, but they seem to be locked underground in like a bunker of some sort, and like they can't get out and they don't know why they're there. They have no idea. Okay, 39 women live in a cage, watched over by guards. The women have no memory of how they got there, no notion of time. I'm gonna put this one on my shelf somewhere, find a spot for it, and I'm thinking I might want to do this one on audio, give it a try. You've actually just caught me when I'm like seriously like, I don't know how many pages, 20 pages away from finishing a book that I've been working on for a while now, and that is The Forever War by Joe Haldeman. This is a sci-fi, and it's so good. It's so much more than a sci-fi. It's basically a Vietnam War novel, and it's just so fantastic. I've actually read the second book in the series, although you can read them out of order. The second book is called Forever Peace, and that one was on a sci-fi course that I took at university. This one actually comes first, The Forever War. I read Forever Peace so long ago now that like I don't feel like I can really compare the two, but I'm loving this one. Like I'm loving this one so much. This really does feel like the title because it feels like this book goes on forever, and it's not even a particularly like long book, honestly, but I feel like I've been reading this for forever. I'm getting so fatigued, but in a way that I like know is purposeful and I'm really appreciating, kind of thing. This one follows a young man named William as he is drafted into the battle against these alien species known as the Taurans. The Taurans? Yeah, I think it's pronounced Taurans. So all of Earth is fighting this species. Why are we fighting them? Deals with not only like the war and the trauma of like going way out in space, because we have so many obviously like scientific capabilities, we have space travel, we have all of that cool stuff, going way out into space to fight this alien enemy and coming home. And of course the time dilation and the time change and like relativity plays a huge role, because by the time William gets back to Earth for the first time after he's away in the war, things are so different. Things are so different. I just love everything that's talking about. I love it so much. So I am 244 pages through. I'm just about to finish this one up. This has been my audiobook for the past couple of weeks, and it's just been taking me a heck of a long time to get through this because it's very long. It's like the longest book I've ever read, and it's not even 300 pages, but that is The Forever War. Like I said, I finished The Shining, so I need to pick up something new. And then I forgot to mention this in my March wrap up, but yeah, I have started The Letters of Vincent van Gogh. This was the one that I pulled out of my TBR jar. Or no. Wait. Yeah, it was. Yeah. This was the one that I pulled out of my TBR jar when I just wanted to pick one random book from my bookshelf and read it, and it ended up being The Letters of Van Gogh. So obviously this is not the kind of book that you just sit down and read all in one go. So I decided to just read like a couple letters a day maybe. I'm only 24 pages through now. I'm honestly still not super excited to read it, but I think as I like get further and further along with it, people have said that it's so emotionally stirring, and he talks so much about his mental health, his mental illness, his art form, and that it's just really like poetic and beautiful. So I'm waiting for that to happen. But yeah, I don't have too much to say about this right now because not that much is going on. The letters are just pretty like average letters that you would send to your friends and family. Those are the two books I have on the go. Gotta find a space for this on my shelf, and then we have to pick something new. My goal today is also to finish Normal People. I'm debating whether I want to do that in this vlog or try to do like a 24-hour readathon type of situation, which would bleed into tomorrow.